I think I should be called the symbol of punctuality for how punctual I am. Wait, or maybe not. I mean, what is the opposite of the word punctual? Punctual antonym. What, late? Unpunctual. Wow. Wow. But anyway, guys, we are back. We are back with a wonderful day. Oh man, I am pretty excited, kind of excited, really excited. Let's get a good song. Oh man, we are back. What has it been like? 4 days? That's a long time, guys. I mean, that's a long time for me. I can't go like 1 day without good content. Not that I am a degenerate like that, but no. More like I'm just very intrigued by what has happened online. But anyway, it is Monday, and that means it's time to win. Woo! Man, guys, first a little talk about me. Man, I went to the gym after not being there for a while, and I was doing some exercises, and holy moly, I felt like so strong. Maybe it's like the break buff, where if you like you don't exercise for a bit, like a week, you just come back really strong, or you come back really weak. But I don't know. We're planning to get ripped because, as you can see, our physique is not of great quality, would be the word. But yeah, anyway, we are here and we are ready to play. But first we got a couple of things to talk about. First things first. A lot of things are happening on Twitch, like drama and stuff. Not that we care, but it's just kind of annoying because it really makes me think about, since there's always drama happening with different streamers, someone hurt someone else and everyone's like, oh my gosh, they're hurting each other. It's really curious when I'll first get involved in my first drama. It'll probably be something I say accidentally that's gonna get a lot of people mad at me. Because, I mean, people prefer to tear down than to create. But anyway, we got some Fnaf to do. Har. A little bit of Fnaf. In case you asked, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing fine. And oh my gosh, it's just scary how close the gauntlet is coming to an end. We got Fnaf 6. You know, it's funny. This game is by far, I feel like, the easiest. Yet we have yet to get the Blacklisted, but it's by far, I'd say not easiest, but one of the funnest, because it's just such a twist on the idea. But yeah. But anyway, before we get in, we gotta have some objectives researched. So here we go. How to get insanity? Not insanity. No, it's not insanity. It's blacklisted. Blacklisted. I probably shouldn't be saying that. I'm blacklisted in every elementary school. What does that mean? What does that mean? Blacklisted enemy is the hardest enemy to get in Fnaf 6, so you need to master both the daytime Pizza Tycoon gameplay and nighttime survival elements of the game. To get this enemy, you must end the week with a risk level of 50 or higher. Of course, every item with liability risk on it also has a significant chance of killing one of the 4 unsolvable animatronics, but don't worry. You can still finish the week with your all 4 animatronics in the event, and this ending is still possible. To get rid of it, you must buy marked down catalog items that have extra liability on them. Also, you must be consistent to score 20 on the Carnival Hoops minigame. We have to get good at throwing balls? Bruh. Also, you must be consistent. You net up to 5,000 per day. This will ensure you have enough money to buy all the office upgrades as well as deal with any losses you may come up with. Okay. This is very interesting. Wait, what do you mean you're blacklisted from every elementary school? That's so unhinged of you to say. Then you should unlock the smiles. Make sure to place the items first, as you might get. Then buy the carnival maze to earn between upgrade to the floor space once and they shouldn't be any matters, but just in case, mute the tutorial unit and finish your tasks as quickly as possible. If you're free, try to salvage animatronics to get extra cash, but I recommend throwing out at least one. Otherwise, you might get the completion ending. Oh, that's a good point. This will all probably make it by the end of the week. Start of the day, you'll probably have no lawsuits, and you should have a risk of 5 to 7. Spending all 10 of your tokens on carnival hoops, you get between 4,000 and 6,000. Next, check the 3 catalogs and buy all the items that are marked down, but do not place them. There's no need to increase your risk so early. Oh, that's a good point. I was thinking risk is like, how do I word this? We're trying to maximize risk, but we're not trying to get lawsuits super crazy early. Then place down all your trash and gang. This will get you a bonus. Make sure you have bought all the available markdowns and save the rest of your cash. At this point, there's a good chance you have at least one animatronic in the event, so be on your toes. Again, do what you want in the salvage phase. I really hate doing these, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna end up with them all by Saturday night. With any lawsuits you get, then play the carnival hoops 10 times. Check the catalog, buy all the markdown. At this point, you should have the rare funds action. Make sure to buy any markdown items in this count as long as you have it added, and do not boost your health and safety score. Other than that, just stock up on cash and survive the night. By now, you should have a good amount of money lying around, and this is where you have to get your risk up. Quickly buy the remaining meteoric melodies. Don't forget Orville Elven. We did forget that last time. And place them down all at the same time. You'll get a bonus 10k. Then buy the remaining Rockstar, including Lefty. Place them. This should get you 20k. Buy the remaining markdown items, and make sure you buy these items if you haven't already. Ball pit, ladder. Oh yeah, because these all get built-in liability. At this point, you should have maximized your risk. Place all the marked out items, animatronics, and store in the glass. Make sure the 5 animatronics on stage, the highest possible risk of everything out. At this point, your risk should be above 50. Already have liability risk rise. What you give you about 30. Plus, the added markdown should boost your total. Then survive the night. Here comes the hard part. You should now have all the outfits upgrades. Use whatever strategy you use to complete chaining. If you finish the night with risk, the closing time. One last thing, if you're going to 100%, make sure to already have the bankruptcy certificate. If you get it after it, it will crash your game. People say there's a chance it will reset your achievements. What are people posting in the comments? Purple guy. Fruit punch clown. We might need to watch a video on this. All you need is 50 risk, none of that other stuff. The clown is the best? The clown? We gotta search this up. We gotta search this up. Research. Oh, more streamer drama. What are we thinking? Not Carnival. Blacklisted. Fnaf 6 guide. Oh, we're searching up a guide. Astral Spiff. Oh, ambience. Ambience.
Hey guys, Ambience here.
Ambience.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the blacklisted ending
Ambience.
in FNAF 6. This is often considered to be the hardest ending to obtain in FNAF 6, and there's a good reason for that.
Is that right?
It requires you to master both the Tycoon and Office sections of the game, and it takes a lot of patience.
It does it now.
You'll have to do a full playthrough of the game from Monday to Saturday, while also carefully meeting certain conditions by the end of the week. What are these conditions? Well, you'll need to have 50 liability risk by the end of Saturday. That may sound simple, but in practice, it requires careful planning and a bit of luck.
Never getting any safety.
Is to purchase as many high-risk and markdown items as you can find. However, there's quite a few things that can go wrong here, and you'll need to carefully decide what to buy and when to buy it. To begin, go ahead and start up a new game. Once you either skip or pretend to listen to the cutscene, go into Blueprint mode and accept the first sponsorship. This will give you enough cash to unlock the second catalog and lay a good foundation for this route. You'll want to buy $100 worth of items from the catalog. It doesn't matter what most of these items are, but be sure to include the discount ball pit and Mr. Hugs. Both of these items come with risk, so this will be a good start to accumulating 50 risk. You should also avoid purchasing the sanitation station, as this will permanently reduce your risk count. It's also recommended that you don't place down any of the items with risk right now to reduce the chances of lawsuits or unwanted animatronics getting in early.
Oh, that's a good
As long
point.
as you have 50 risk by Saturday night, it doesn't matter how much you have before then. True Player doesn't do this in the footage that you're watching, but he's True Player. The man can do whatever he wants. After you've unlocked the second catalog, purchase Midnight Motorist and playtest it until you can purchase enough items to unlock the third catalog. Once you've done that, buy Carnival Hoops and start playtesting that instead. It's a tricky minigame, but if you play it well, it will net you far more cash.
Yep.
Once you run out of play tokens, briefly check all 3 catalogs for markdown items. The general rule of thumb is, if it's a markdown item and has liability risk, then buy it. After you've bought any markdown items, go ahead and start the night. Once the night begins, turn on the motion detector and start your tasks. Listen closely for any blips on the motion detector. If you ever hear one, stare at the motion detector until you see where the animatronic
Oh, so
is.
small.
Then turn on silent ventilation, turn off the fan, and turn to face the vent closest to the animatronic. Later on in the night, be sure to listen for noises in the opposite vent. If you hear any, turn to the opposite vent. If you never hear a blip at all, just rush through your tasks as quickly as possible and log off. After the night is over, you'll have to decide whether or not to salvage Molten Freddy. Well, it's also possible that you won't have either of these options, and you'll instead be faced with a bootleg version of Pan Stan informing you that Molten Freddy has already snuck into the building himself. Once the salvage ends, you'll head straight into Tuesday. Thankfully, things start to get easier at this point. The most overwhelming parts of Blacklisted are definitely the beginning and the end, so you should go and cruise through the rest of the days until you reach Saturday.
Okay.
Just keep playtesting Carnival Hoops and check the catalog for markdown items once you run out of tokens. Until you reach Saturday, you'll only be buying items if they're marked down and have liability risk. Remember, try not to place any of these down just yet. The most challenging portion of the middle of this run is the night segments. It's pretty likely that at least one animatronic will be in the building by now, and if they're not, they probably will be soon. Thankfully, there's a fairly consistent method for dealing with up to 4 animatronics. However, this video would be nearly an hour long if I talked about all of it here, so I won't go super in-depth into what to do.
What?
Instead, I highly recommend that you check out the first 5 guides in the playlist.
5 guides? My god.
These will tell you everything you need to know and give you a solid rundown of how to survive the night. If you've already watched these guides or have developed your own consistent method, then you should be golden. Until you reach Saturday, you'll be repeating the same pattern of playtesting Carnival Hoops and buying markdown items. If you end up with enough cash, you should also spend enough cash on the third catalog to unlock the fourth, increasing the amount of items that have a possibility of being marked down. If you have even more cash, be sure to upgrade the floor plan twice. This will give you much more room to place down risky objects on Saturday. Equipment upgrades can also be a worthy investment once animatronics enter the building. Now, one thing that I do want to make sure that you're aware of is that even if you follow this guide to the letter, you may not quite end up with 50 risk by the end of this run.
RNG.
This is because of the luck-based attributes of markdown items. It's impossible to predict how many items will be marked down, as well as which items and how much they'll be discounted. If you don't end up with 50 risk by the end of this guide, you'll have to reset the run and hope for better RNG on your next attempt.
What?
It's incredibly frustrating, but it's just how Blacklisted works.
Oh, okay, so it's RNG based.
Fail, take a break if you need it, and start up another run later. Once you eventually do reach Saturday, it's time to place everything down and hope for the best. Play Carnival Hoops a few more times if you need extra cash, then start checking the catalogs. You'll want to buy every markdown item with risk, just like before, but you'll also want to buy every item with natural risk that you can afford. The reason that we save these for last is because the chance of them being marked down at some point, allowing you to get them for a cheaper cost and get even more risk. Lefty is a must buy here, as he's only $5 and has a whopping 9 liability rating.
Yeah, that's
Just
like
be
1/5 of the risk that we need.
aware that if he wasn't already attacking you during the night segments, he will be now. Also, remember to buy both the Deluxe Concert Stage and Star Curtain Stage if you haven't already. Once you've bought every item with risk you can afford, starting with the markdown ones, return to Blueprint mode and upgrade the floor plan twice if you haven't already. Be sure to either do this earlier or save enough cash to upgrade after purchasing risky items. Now place down the highest risk items in your collection, starting from highest risk to lowest risk. If all goes well, by the time you're done, you should have at least 50 risk. If you don't, be sure to double check that you place down the highest risk combinations of objects possible. If you do end up with at least 50 risk, take a deep breath and prepare for the most obnoxious night of your life all over again. Once again, I won't run through the exact strategy for Saturday night here, but I very highly recommend watching the video linked in the cards right now if you haven't already, as it'll explain what you need to do. All I can say is, stay calm, stay alert, and listen for sound cues at all times. Once you manage to complete the night, you'll unlock the Blacklisted ending. Congratulations! By caring solely about money and not at all about the safety of your customer.
Cutting profits. I like that. Let me just look at this guide real quick for Saturday. Because Saturday sounds pretty tough. Pretty tough. This one.
Hey everyone, sorry for crashing the video like this, but there's some extra details that Ambience has not mentioned because he is gotten sick since he recorded the audio for this. So, True Player is going to be providing the gameplay footage today. He recorded this on the Xbox console, so it's gonna look a little different if I ambush the video like this if he would.
On Friday, as all animatronics will be in the building. The general strategy won't change much, but the animatronics are now quite a bit more aggressive. In order to win this night, you'll need a good strategy as well as a good mindset.
That's right.
Which I'll talk about in just a few minutes.
That's right.
First things first, though, if you're not going for the mediocrity ending, which I'm assuming you're not if you decide to allow all 4 animatronics to enter the building, be sure to buy the balloon barrel if you haven't already and place it down. This will increase your FAS rating by just enough to trigger the completion ending. Now that you've done that, you should be ready to begin the night. Playtest a balloon barrel a few times to calm your nerves if you want, and prepare for the most obnoxious night of your life. At the start of the night, turn on the silent ventilation, turn off the fan, and start an advertising task just like always. Once you begin a task, turn to face one of the vents and listen for noises in them. If you hear a noise in the opposite vent, turn to face it as quickly as you can. Once your task finishes, indicated by a clicking sound, shut off the terminal and listen for noises in the vents. Once you haven't heard any animatronics for 8 seconds, restart the terminal, run the fan for a few seconds.
8 seconds, okay.
Tasks. Remember to turn the fan back off before long, and make sure the silent ventilation is still on. This strategy is very solid, and you'll be repeating this throughout most of the night. However, every now and then, both vents will be occupied by an animatronic at the same time.
Yep.
In this case, shut off the terminal immediately, even if you're in the middle of doing a task. Face the vent for a few seconds, then turn to face the other one. Keep doing this while wishing that you had a second flashlight. Repeat this process until both vents are clear. There is still a small chance of dying here no matter what, but
yeah, 1 in 10, 1 in 10.
Time, you'll be fine. This is the best strategy I can give you for beating this night, but there's something else that you need to understand. This night is probably going to take forever. The animatronics are going to sit in the vent for ages, enter both vents at the same time, and do everything they can to stall you out. It's not at all uncommon for this night to take nearly half an hour to complete. It's all down to luck.
Yeah.
The important thing is not to let it get to you, and be patient at all times. Remember that you are going to win eventually. They can't stall you out forever. Being patient is how you win this night. There's also going to be a few times where everything is going well, you've been playing for about 15 minutes, then you suddenly get caught off guard and die.
Nope.
This scenario is extremely frustrating, and it's okay to take a break when this happens. While you're taking that break, think about what caused you to lose.
This is like very reflective gameplay.
Could you have done anything to prevent it, or was it just bad luck?
Why is Fnaf so
If it's the
reflective?
former, identify what you could have done better, come back, and work on improving at that. If it's the latter, you are definitely going to win eventually. Come back, play the exact same way, and keep doing that until you don't get bad luck. Don't rush, remember that you have all the time in the world, and in the long run, this attempt doesn't matter. If you lose, you can just start up another run, and maybe you'll get better luck this time. As Rockstar Foxy says, you win some, you lose some.
What?
When you finally do win, you'll get to watch the animatronics burn, and trust me, that's pretty satisfying after hearing jump scare scream after jump scare scream. Well, that's all for now. Follow this strategy and try to adopt this mindset a little more the next time you play. Bad luck is just that, and it's only a matter of time before you beat this challenge or any other that you try and get good at. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers at the time I'm recording this. We might already be there by the time.
Gosh, my mouse is so sensitive. Ever like hate it when you accidentally press the sensitivity button on your mouse and then it just goes crazy? Also, I forgot to mention, yesterday was Liberation Day, so we're wearing our Helldivers t-shirt. You see that? Yesterday was Liberation Day, which it really just means that we were, yeah. Anyway, I would like to play Steam computer. My window is open for ice cold air ventilation to cool down my powerful computer. But why is Steam bugging out? What's going on? This is so weird. What's happening? Oh, memory. Look, I can't click anything. Why is my computer bugging out? Why can't I click anything? That's so weird. That's so weird. My computer's bugging out. Like, you see, right when I was about to play, look, I'm hovering over the X and I'm trying to click it, but it won't work. Bruh, computer is tweaking. Computer is tweaking out. Oh, but you know what isn't tweaking out? The stream website isn't tweaking out. I can still press all that, but oh my gosh, what's happening here? I'm just gonna reset my computer. I'm gonna be like AFK for like a minute.